You ever heard that term, self-made? I don't feel like that. I really can't say that because I'm not self-made, man. Everybody feels like I figured it out or I found a way. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't. God sent a lot of people in my life that made me look this way. That from the beginning, I had nothing. That's the obvious. That's a true statement. I had nothing at the bottom. That we grew up in the system. And there's a story one time of one of my boys. We were sailed up and always get on his ass about, just going hard in life and trying to get him to change his perspective and not really change his plans of life, but just shift him, give him a different perspective on life. Stop looking at like, why me, and things don't work out in my life and so on and so forth. And anyways, he told me, he made a statement about, well, it's easy for you to say because you're talented. You have a talent. And the true thing about that is I don't have a talent. That I was never born with anything special about me. The only thing was I drew while I was inside of prison, and I got fascinated with the tattoos and with our culture. And I would see the homies, they would draw me cards. Like on my birthday, they put together a card of our hood and they put it on there, and I thought it was the fucking flyest thing ever. And I would like sit in my cell because I had no TV, I had no Walkman, and I would sit there and stare at it, and it just grabbed my attention. So I just honed in on it. I honed in on the talent, and I stayed with it day in and day out. I stayed with it year after year. And call it what you want, I believe God put that desire in my heart because I wasn't even able to see the outcome of what was going to get me later on in life. So I worked on it until I was able to, I started seeing breakthroughs. I was able to, tattoo portraits. And then that's how that birthed. That's how that became the start of my career, which was portrait artist and realism. Well, to fast forward to where I'm at in life right now, I don't have all the answers. And some might say, well, I'm blessed. You had this, you had that. And that's not the case. I literally just shot blindly, not knowing where it was going to land me. But I stayed with the day in, day out routine. I stayed making progress, even if it was just 1%. That 1% added up later on in life. And along the way, God sent me help. And it wasn't always there, but he sent it at the right time. Now it's up to you what you're going to do with that opportunity. So when people see me right now, they say, oh, you look put together. You own a business. You have this, you have that, this, that, and the third. Well, I did a lot of fumbling. I fucked off a lot of money, and I fucked up some shit. So I don't have the answers. But along the way, he sent me people. He sent me somebody. Now, that takes care of all my finances. He sends me people in my weaknesses. He sends me people that takes care of my contracts, that put together my contracts with my partners. He sends me people to whatever I'm working on, even if it's like a coach or something that catapults me into another market or an opportunity. He'll send me somebody that connects with me. They drop some jewels on me, and I run with it. Now, if that's you that sees opportunity, that's just seeing what's there at the given moment and doing something with it. I didn't always have the answers, but I can tell you to this day right now, I feel so fucking blessed that I'm like, and I didn't have to start with nothing. I didn't have all the answers. So from a starting perspective, I didn't have the answers and I had nothing. I was at the bottom, the lowest of the low. There was no way. It almost seemed possible that I was going to reach a height of success. And along the way, it was either by faith. I always had the right people at the right time. So I can never say I'm self-made. I did this all on my own. I would never claim that title. And even to this day, everything that's being worked on, he's putting me around the perfect people, the right environments. And I'm finding breakthroughs, and I'm meeting very solid individuals that are in my path, that it's almost disrespect not to do anything with the jewels that are dropped and put on your plate. and put in your hand or put it right in front of you. And it's like you're slapping God saying, still looking at the wrong things. Like, I don't have this, I don't have that. When you have everything. I have, like, right now to this day, I can actually speak on a few things that my character's being honed in on a daily. I have people in my path that coach my mind, coach my body, that coach me in finances, coach me when it comes to education, that are educated in the legal sense, when it comes to the association or whatever, how to speak, how to do legal shit. Everything I need in life to get, whether it's getting houses, whether it's getting businesses, whether it's building relationships, networking. I got people for everything. Whether I need contacts to get me in contact with this and that. And that's coming from a place of I wasn't born into it. So the observation that's being made is that I have it now. I can see what God's placing in my path. And that's what you need to do, is see what God's placing in your path. What is he placing in your path right now that you can use that you're not taking full advantage of? Are you disrespecting the calling? Are you disrespecting what's being put on your path? Because I can see clear that this calling is being adjusted, tweaked to perfection. And I'll do everything in my powers to align myself with it and to not disrespect God when it comes to your purpose.